So part two. So yeah, the mandarin, the clementine is surviving, and we got the old oranges. Of course, these are really early, so I can start eating these already in November. There's still a couple on there now in December. Over here, more cherry, but then a different one. That's another orange. This is a chirimoya with some strawberry under it. Over here I got the four season lemon, and I got another ciruela, which is a plum. Over here I got another almond about to give me, and I think this is going to be pink flowers, so that's really nice. We got the white one over there, and then I got things like nectarines and it's all about to kind of come to fruition here. Look, it's really nice to see. In a couple of weeks this will be all green. Going in this direction, I got another pear here. While I'm doing this, I'm removing the snails that are over here. We got a lot of bananas that, even though they kind of die back because we had a -1 Celsius here, they usually find their way through their offspring to come back. I got a chestnut here that recently went in. We got a dragon fruit pitaya that has shown starting to get some rust over here. So I saw some YouTube channels on how to solve that. I need to figure out what to spray here. Then we got more avocados. I think I have 3 here. I got a Hass. I think I have a bacon or a fuerte. Let me see. Yeah, fuerte I got here. A Hass, and I got one from seed from a friend, so I started to add that as well. And so planting them all really next to each other and see what comes out of that. As you know, I'm kind of a newbie to all this, so just experimenting away. This is also an orange. To my surprise, this is a pink grapefruit. I really thought it was dead, but it seems with the little things coming up, it may have survived the winter. So I'll just prune it a little bit to clean it up, and it seems some branches are really dead, but it seems that this one will survive. Just make sure I take care of it in summer a little bit better, maybe paint it white for avoiding some sunburn. We got a granada. It's I don't know how you say that in English actually. Pomegranate, I think. Yeah, pomegranate. Doing really well. And we got Eurokea, I think, lemon. So the variety on this, yeah. Eureka is the variety on this one. I think with all these lemons I got enough for a whole year. This is another pear that was actually here when I got there, a small pear. I've tried to put some backups over there, like I do. Try to put these grafts in there. So this is another plum and some grafts I put. It looks interesting because this graft seems to be like the one that survived. That'll be my first graft that kind of survives. So that's exciting. We got here on the other side the first flowers on that one, on the plum. Over here I got a lime, which seems to also have survived the winter. Lots of new growth on there. I put some ficus over here. It was kind of a leftover. Somebody had to give it away. Here we got another avocado. This must be the bacon then. Yes. So we got bacon, fuerte, Pinkerton, Hass, and some from seed, which I think will all cross. They will pollinate each other, and it seems to be in This is a very poor, I'll come up with the name in a bit. It is papaya. I got papaya that didn't survive the wind and that. This is a low quad I got here. It seems to become really full of fruit, so it's going well. We got a moringa that I planted that seems to be suffering badly. And over here you start seeing the amounts of mulch that they came and bring. I got a huge volume. So that's all the terrain and land that eventually will be part of the food forest in the future. We got walnut, chestnuts over here, some apples in the back that are already planted. Everything seems to have survived. I think of my first planting of like 20 trees that I added last year, we got around 7 that didn't survive, so that was a pity. But learning along the way. This is a really badly beaten apple as well. I wouldn't say I massacred it, but I mean everything has holes and so it's rotting. I don't know yet what to do with it. I put a graft here and I put some grafts on it to see if parts will survive. Maybe eventually I'll cut it down to 1 or 2. But as I don't know yet what I'm doing, I'm trying to do my best. So I put a graft on this one, for example, over here. There's a big hole over here. Let's see if these grafts take, and maybe I can rescue part of this tree. Has really good roots, otherwise I'll cut it all the way down. This is also an apple. I think I pruned this correctly, as you can see, to the outside, so this will go in that direction, and eventually I think I did it well. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 main branches, so I have to see how that works out, but as I am learning, this is the way I cut them, really tight. So hopefully I don't have future problems of little suckers coming out there, because that's quite a bit of work in the end. Like, I won't cut everything, but looking at like a simple lemon here, the way that's been cut in the last, 10 years probably this, you see that each of these nods is an opportunity for suckers to come out, and there's tons of them. Like, I have lots of work to do this. So I start cutting even older trees, cutting up some of these areas that give a lot of suckers. Not too much at the same time, but eventually I want to see how far I can take this. So, but this is one of those trees I worried about. This seems to be very ill. So I don't know what to do about that, because as I said, I'm all learning this. So over here we got some more pears. This is a mango. That's going really well. It's gonna come out soon. And over here we got another plum, different variety than on the other side. So looking forward to that. Over here we have another pomegranate, apples in these areas. This is a berry, but I forgot the name. The pitanga, Eugenia uniflora pitanga berry. Seems to also be well. I leave it in the mulch for now. This idea that all these mounds will eventually end up in the food forest and is being extended over there. We're looking at 40 centimeters of mulch everywhere, which is almost half a meter, which is probably a foot and a half or something like that. So that's a big layer. This is another lemon, and overall I'm really happy with what I have been learning so far. Lots of new things. I started to add some layering, obviously with the strawberries under things, and I started to put some kale left and right, some perennials. So that's really interesting. I put some berries over here to grow against the fence of my neighbor with his permission, and hope this will all survive the pretty brutal summer we are going to have over here. We usually have a summer of 35-40 degrees. I hope to have all this mulch extended by then, and I'll put some irrigation. As I see, I still have to roll up some of these things, roll up some irrigation and roll it out again for the summer, so all the plants will, especially the ones that are new. So we're talking about something that's not, I have another 15 to plant. All those that are younger than a year in my soil, I'd like to give some additional support for establishing their roots. And then I think the second year the mulch will keep everything wet enough to be able to do things. So this is food forest in the making.